Hey, good morning. We're going to do some math. We're going to be multiplying measures. So, like you've learned to add and subtract and convert different measurements, now we're going to multiply them. And multiplying them is actually, I would say, even easier in some ways than adding or subtracting. So, hope you have fun learning this. So you can open up your textbooks for this one to page 68. 68. Okay, so the first thing we're given on 68 is that we have three packages that are all of the same weight. They each weigh 1 kilogram and 200 grams. Again, if you have your conversion chart that you wrote out the other day, you might want that for this practice as well, just so you remember how many grams go in a kilogram and that kind of thing. So each package weighs 1 kilogram and 200 grams. What is the total weight of the three packages? We could add each of them, but that would take some time, right? So instead we're going to multiply. To multiply like a compound measure like this, we're going to multiply first by the larger unit and then by the smaller one. So first we want to just multiply 1 kilogram by 3. Well, that's 3 kilograms, right? Easy enough. Now we need to multiply 200 by 3, and that'll give us our grams. Well, that's 600. So now we need to think, how many grams do I need to make 1 kilogram? Because if it's 600 or less, I have another kilogram. But it's 1,000, right? So this is my answer, 3 kilograms and 600 grams. If I had 1,000 grams, I would change this to be 4 kilograms and 0 grams. Makes sense, right? But I don't have 1,000. So it stays 600. Okay. Now, let's look at page 69. The distance around a track in a park was 1 kilometer, and 300 meters. Ali ran around the track 4 times. How far did he run? It's probably not Ali then. It's probably Ali, right? I don't know. So we need to multiply 1 kilometer and 300 meters by 4. So let's do this one together. I have 1 kilometer and 300 meters. And Ali ran around 4 times, so I'm going to multiply first my kilometers by 4 and then my meters by 4. So 1 kilometer times 4 kilometers is 4 kilometers. And then 300 times 4 is 1,200 meters. Well, it only takes 1,000 meters to make 1 kilometer. So here, I'm going to take away 1,000 of those meters and make 1 new kilometer and add that to the 4 kilometers I already have. See? So I saw, oh, I have over 1,000 meters. So I'm going to take away 1,000 meters, make that 1 kilometer, add that to the 4 kilometers I already have, which gives me 5 kilometers total. When I took away my 1,000 meters, I still had 200 meters left over. So that just comes right on down here. So my answer is 5 kilometers and 200 meters. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so let's do this next one together. This is on page 69, number 2. I'm going to do it over here, and I want you to do it over there. Again, you can pause me if you need to, and if you need more time. And it's a word problem, but we won't worry about drawing diagrams right now. So you're going to work that out on your end, I'll work it out over here, and then we'll compare answers and talk through it. So Gerald filled a tank with 5 buckets of water. Each bucket contained 2 liters and 400 milliliters of water. What was the capacity of the tank? So how much could the tank hold? So he filled it using 5 buckets of water. Each contained 2 liters and 4 milliliters of water. How much did the tank hold? So you do it on your end, I'll do it over here, and we'll compare. Okay. Pause me if you need to. So here, hopefully this shows up. And it's a little blurry, isn't it? I'm not sure that helped. Okay, so we had 2 liters and 400 milliliters. And he used five of these buckets. So I multiplied 2 by 5 and got 10. Multiplied 400 by 5 and got 2,000. Well, you only need 1,000 milliliters to make 1 new liter. So here I split it up. I took away 1,000 and then I had 1,000 left. So each of those became a new liter. So then I had 1 liter plus 1 liter, gave me 2 liters, plus the 10 I already had. So my answer is 12 liters. All right. Let's see. Let's do some more practice problems. They're not in the book, so I'll give them to you. Also, I'm going to look for a new marker. How much time do I have? 7 minutes? Oh, perfect. I'm going to look for a new marker. Really quick. Aha! Found one. That was quicker than I thought. Okay. So, let's do some practice problems. You'll do them there, I'll do them here. All right. Let's do 6 hours and 30 minutes times 6. 6 hours and 30 minutes times 6. You do it there, I'll do it here, and we will compare. All right, pause me if you need to. So here, 6 hours and 30 minutes times 6. We first multiply 6 by 6 hours. That gives us 36 hours. Then we multiply 6 by 30 minutes, which gives us 180 minutes. Now here, you need to figure out how many hours you can make out of 180. Thankfully, it came out evenly, but it probably took you some time to guess and check, right? Now we could have divided 180 by 60 and figured it out. But if you didn't know how to do that, you would have to take away. So here, kind of, with guess and check, you can take away 60 to make 1 new hour and then see what you have left. I knew that if I took away 60, I would still have 120, which is way greater than 60, so I figured let me take away another 60. Well, what's 120 minus 60? 60. So I took away another 60. And that it came out evenly. But so if you can't divide 180 by 60, you can just take away the first amount you need. So I took away 1 hour, I could take away another hour, and then I could take away another hour. Hopefully that makes sense. So I subtracted 60, and then I realized I could subtract 60 again, and then I realized I could subtract 60 again. Hopefully that makes sense. So that gave me 3 new hours. So I added 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, plus 36 hours I already had. My answer came out to be 39 hours. Hopefully that wasn't too tricky. Okay, let me give you another problem. You do it over there and I'll do it over here. This time we are doing 2 feet, 10 inches, times 5. 2 feet, 2 inches, times 5. You do it there, I'll do it here, then we'll compare. It's my new little phrase. I like it. All right. Pause me if you need to. So here, 2 feet, 10 inches multiplied by 5. So, first thing I did was multiply 5 by 2 feet. That gave me 10 feet. Then I multiplied 5 by 10 inches, which gave me 50 inches. Here, we know that we need 12 inches to make a new foot. So I could divide 50 by 12 and figure out how many new feet I have and how many inches I have left over. Which, you should know your 12s, but here I subtracted mine out. If you know your 12s though, you know that 12 can go into 50 4 times. Right? 12 times 4 is 48. And then, what is 50 minus 48? 2. So it would leave me with 2 inches. So that would be 4 new feet and 2 inches left over. So you could divide. What I did, which was silly, I went ahead and did what we did in our last one, just because I wanted to show you. So, I subtracted 12 from 50. That gave me 38. So I knew I could subtract another 12 from 50. Oh gosh, what's 38 minus 12? I think 26. So then I knew I could subtract another 12, in which that gave me 14. So I knew I could subtract another 12. And then 14 minus 12 gave me 2 left over. So you can subtract, but it would be easier if you can divide. Okay, hopefully that is making some sense to you. And then let's do some more. At least one more. Oh no, never mind. I'm running out of time. Okay, so you can start on your assessment. If those weren't making sense to you, have a parent look over this, watch videos again.